Hey guys, welcome to Cooking in HD. It's Bart. Today I have one of my favorite cuts of meat for you, lamb loin chops. And actually, I've created this dish for you right here. These are lamb loin chops that I'm serving with some green beans that I fried with a little bit of butter and breadcrumbs. I've roasted some root vegetables on the side. And what I'm really proud of is this rosemary garlic aioli that I've made. And the purpose of that is when my guests have a little bit of the lamb loin chops, they can cut a piece and dip it into the rosemary garlic aioli, which I think is going to be a fabulous complement to this meal. Anyway, I'm really pleased with it. And if you want to learn how to make these lamb chops and the garlic aioli, well, that's coming right up on Cooking in HD. Cheers. Okay, let's start with making the aioli. You'll need 2 egg yolks, notice just the yolk, the juice of half a lemon, 1, maybe 2 cloves of garlic. You don't want the garlic to be too overpowering, so we can add 1 more if we need it. Rosemary, this is 1 stick of rosemary, and we're going to take it off of the stalk there. You'll need lots of olive oil, so make sure you get yourself a nice big container like this, and salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to be making this in a food processor like this. First, add your egg yolks. Next, squeeze in your lemon juice. Add about half a stalk of rosemary. Okay, just added my salt, pepper, and now I'll put the lid on and let that chop up. Make sure the rosemary is nice and finely ground in there. Okay, you can see that the rosemary is now fairly well chopped. And one thing you can do to help this emulsify is just add maybe like a teaspoon of mustard. We'll put this back on and we'll start introducing our olive oil just a little bit at a time. And here we go. Check it out. Look at the thickness here. See that? We've just made aioli. Congratulations. Now let me show you how we're going to flavor our lamb chops. I have in here 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. If you can't get cumin seeds, just get ground cumin. I've got 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds. I've got 1 lemon. We're going to take a little bit of the lemon rind, the peel off of this. I've got anchovies. Don't be afraid of these. These actually have a really good flavor and they're salty. And that's what they're going to do here is they're going to provide the salt. I've got a couple of cloves of garlic with the skin removed. I've got some honey. We'll use probably about a tablespoon of honey just to balance the saltiness of the anchovies. I've got some olive oil, and we'll just use a splash of balsamic vinegar. Okay, so this is my mortar and pestle, and I'm grinding in here the mustard seeds and the cumin seeds. If you don't have one of these, a good alternative would just be to buy ground mustard. It's in a powdered form, and powdered cumin, and you're going to get a similar result. Okay, next what I want to do is add, this is about 3 fillets of anchovy. I'll add, let's see, 2 more. And we'll start with 1 clove of garlic. You can adjust it to taste. And we will puree this. Now again, if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can do this in a food processor and you'll get a very similar result. Okay, now you can see I've added some lemon, and I've just peeled this with a grater into there. And next we'll add some olive oil and just a splash of balsamic, and we'll balance that with a little bit of honey. goes the honey. And now we'll just, again, give everything a nice mix. All right, now if you've been following along, this is going to be the coating for our lamb chops. And there's just a lot going on here in terms of flavor. We've got some sweet, we've got some savory, we've got just a little bit of tang from the lemon, and we've got a little bit of saltiness from the anchovies. And I think that's just going to make a really nice complement to the lamb chops. So I'm looking forward to putting them all over the outside, and then we'll fry them up. And that'll happen next. Okay, now we're ready to fry up our lamb chops. So all we do is we coat them well with this this marinade or seasoning, and then we put them into a frying pan. Let that fry. We'll do the whole batch. Okay, so I just turned these over, and you can see they've got a nice caramelization on the one side. So the other side is done, and I'm going to put them in the oven now for about 10 minutes on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay guys, here is the final product. As I mentioned, I've got my lamb loin chops right here. I mean, these are just really mini T-bone steaks, and I've got a really nice sort of marinade that I've put on the top, and I've fried them in. That marinade has rosemary, some lemon zest, some anchovies, a little bit of garlic, mustard seeds, balsamic vinegar, and some cumin seeds as well. And it's going to add a really, really nice flavor. It's on the outside, and it's been caramelized with these lamb loin chops as I fried them. And of course, I've got also my rosemary garlic aioli, and the whole purpose there is to just cut off a piece of these loin chops and dip them in and help yourself. And I've got some root vegetables on the sides, and of course some green beans for. I just think they're nice, they're delicate, and I've fried them in just a little bit of breadcrumbs and butter, and that just gives them a little bit of a nice crispness that I think you'll enjoy. So let's just take a bite and a quick taste, because I'm really looking forward to having a piece of this. Just cut off a piece here. Here we go. Okay, we got a little bit of pinkness. And dip that in. Get some on both sides. Here we go. Oh wow. First of all, the lamb is very, very tender, moist, and I think you'll agree that's about medium doneness right there. It's about medium, and that aioli just adds a nice richness to it. It's like a mayonnaise. It's a flavored mayonnaise is all it is. Wow, that's spectacular. I think you guys will really enjoy this. If you want the recipe for this, go to cookinginhd.com and just do a search for lamb chops. Cheers.